for this morning Japa Yajna. So, thank you all for joining today, and thank all the wonderful Japa leads who are leading the Japa today. It was so nice. So, thank you all. So, today actually we'll begin our session. After the Japa session, we are going to have some pastimes of Lord Krishna and Balarama. So wonderful, this auspicious to hear at this point of time. Yesterday we had a wonderful celebration of Balram Jayanti. It was so auspicious. So based on that, same thing yesterday, actually Rakshaya Mataji gave a wonderful class about the pastimes of Balaram, and it was so nectarian to hear for us. So in continuation with that, today we shall hear some pastimes about Krishna, Balarama, and the Asuras, whatever the Krishna has killed the Asuras. So one of the topics I'm going to choose today is about the killing of Dhenukasura. Dhenukasura. Okay, fine. But before that, let us actually have a short kirtan. Then we shall begin. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Vrindavanadam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय, सिंहदेव भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, शिला गुरुदेव कृपा बंधु। हरे कृष्ण। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुक्तापदकमलं श्रीगुरुर्वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागर रघुनाथं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सह गण ललिता श्री विशाखान्विषां हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Thank you. So, I would like to say something before I just begin. We all raise our hands like this, right? Somebody of many of you may know, but I'm just telling this because when we raise our hands, we open our palm, okay? And what are there in the palm? You find many lines, okay? These are your lifelines. They say these are your lifelines. When you show to Krishna, these lifelines will change. So that's why we open our palms and show to Krishna. Because I believe why this is a beautiful topic I'm going to discuss today. It's about Dhenukasura. Dhenukasura was a demon in the Talavan forest. Okay. So here we see how this actually story begins is in this way it begins. So Sri Krishna, along with his elder brother Balarama, passed the childhood time known as the Kaumara stage. The Kaumara stage is from 1 to 6 years, and 6 to 10 is the next stage is the Pauganda stage. At this point of time, at those stages when the child begins to grow like this, they are given certain responsibilities so that they know how to lead their lives very personally and very happily. Okay, like this, Krishna and Balarama entering this Pauganda age. That is wonderful age. So Vasudeva and all the men had agreed to Krishna and Balaram that they can go to the forest along with the cows to graze. So this was the beautiful things happening during Krishna's time. Okay. And now all the boys accompany Krishna and Balarama. You know how they're getting prepared? Very wonderful. That time, all the Matajis, all Yashoda Maya, all they would ask Krishna, Krishna, come here. The forest is very rough and very poke your legs. Something thorns may poke your legs. Come on, you wear a footwear. At that time, Krishna said, yes, Mama, I will wear, but you should provide for all the cows, for all the calves. Everyone should have a proper protection. Then I will wear. See how nice Krishna asks. See, and then Mama Ashodamaya was taken aback. Oh, what is this? Okay, and all they are going like that. Why is my son special? Oh, these things came into the mind of her. And then Krishna said, okay, Maya, I take leave. So like that, Krishna used to counter so many things with all this uh, uh, all the living things there. So it is so wonderful. Okay, and now you see they are entering into the forest. The forest, Vrindavan forest, was sanctified and was clear with the beautiful pasteurizing grass, full of bees, bumblebees, like the drones coming there and making a beautiful song, singing all these bees are singing, welcoming Krishna, Hare Krishna, like that. And the beautiful, wonderful flowers are blooming. They are all, as soon as the lotus feet of Krishna touched the ground, all the leaves, the flowers started dancing and wavering and welcoming Krishna. And all the trees started bending down. The, you know how these trees actually come into existence? Anybody knows? Can anybody shortly tell me how do the trees come into existence? Okay, they have done very past sins. Okay, in the previous life. Okay, then they have been cursed to become a tree according to their cadre. There are different types of trees. No? There are different types of sins. Since you commit, then you can. Okay. Like we heard in the past times of Damodara, the two twin trees. That is, who are they? They are none other than Lagriva and who else? Can you help me? Can anyone help me?
Nalakuvara Prabhu.
Nalakuera and Nalagriva. So these two, what is the past time about that? Can anybody just say in short? That is, during their very shortly, I'll say that they were traversing past a pond where some ladies were taking bath. These people, they were fully drunk, and they also entered into the without any shame, and they did something. At that time, Narad Muni had passed by, and then Narad Muni, seeing these atrocious things, and he had cursed them that they'll be born as trees in the next life. So that's how the thing. So like that, these trees, on seeing Krishna and Balarama and the cowherd boys, started bending down. Their branches came down to touch the feet of Krishna. That was the respect and honor which all the forest trees, forest plants gave. They were dancing. Krishna is entering into the forest. So like this, Krishna was and Balarama were spending their nice pastimes in the forest. Okay. Now, when we all, these all these age group, they're all between 6 and 10, right? So they want to do something which is they want to do something extra. They want to see something, do something apart from whatever fruits and flowers they got. They wanted to test things. They started asking Krishna and Balaram, Krishna, Balaram, there is one place called the Talavan forest in the Vrindavan gardens. That place has got very good fruits from the trees. It is its aroma is amazing. It is catching our hearts and neck. So we want to have that fruit. But what to do? That place is fully occupied by Dhenukasura and his associates. So we cannot actually enter over there. Whoever goes there, finish. That's all. They don't return back. Where they go, what happens to them, we don't know. But even then, we want to, but we are not able to. So they started persuading Krishna and Balaram. And finally, Krishna says to Balaram, and Balaram says to Krishna, okay, shall we go there? Yes. Now the actual story begins. So it says, this Talavan forest, okay, Radhanath Swami, His Holiness Radhanath Swami has given a wonderful analogy about this Talavan forest. It is the heart, the beautiful place for Krishna. But this Talavan forest, if you compare to our hearts like this, okay, we get the actual analogy. So it is said that our hearts are also like this Talavan forest, with beautiful, wonderful fruits and flowers filled with innumerable. At the same time, what is also there in the Talavan forest is called the asuras in our heart. What are the asuras? The Dhenukasuras, the asuras are there in our heart. That is one which is stopping us from entering into Krishna consciousness, because we see many times our leaders, our seniors try to give us the service, but then we are reluctant. We are very shy. We feel, oh, what will happen if I do this? What will happen if somebody asks me, what are you doing? These things come into our heart. This is because our hearts are filled with lust, envy, anger, greed, pride, and then with all that set into illusion. These are all sitting in our Talavan forest. So how we can clear this? How we can come out of this this beautiful Talavan forest in the service of the Lord, the service of Krishna, and service of Balaram. It is also said that Krishna Balarama is the master. He is declared to be the original spiritual master. Krishna has conferred that Balarama is the original spiritual master. But I would say one thing at this point, okay? You are in the standard of 4th or 5th, okay? And somehow a 10th standard teacher comes to you and says, to do this, to do that. Will you agree to listen to them? You would rather say, oh, go and teach the elderly boys, don't teach me like that. And you would rather want to say, I will listen to my third standard teacher or second standard teacher. They are very good. Like that, we are also very conferred to our mind and senses. We are limiting ourselves. No, I will listen to only this person. I will not listen to this. Say like that. If you say that is why in this Krishna consciousness there are many things which are going on. We have a spiritual master, we have a Siksha Guru, we have a Diksha Guru, all that is made. So we should surrender, we should try and surrender. Only when you leave the doors open, when we open the doors for a Guru to enter or to see at least, our heart, what is there, what are the things, what are the trees and plants and weeds you have grown in your Talavan forest. Okay, we have to actually remove these weeds, these things which are actually spoiling our bhakti life. Okay, that is why it's very important. We should surrender to someone, open our hearts and say, my dear spiritual master, I am dedicating this life for you. That is how it happens. Because many times we have been, I see my past days. Okay, many times my Siksha Guru used to say, come up, do something, to take some service, do something for Krishna. He will give you a beautiful life. He will give you a wonderful, wonderful house. Whatever you ask, he will give you. But then you should open your doors and leave Krishna to enter. And then that is the entry. When Guru enters into your heart, automatically everything is set right, because the Guru knows what actually to be done and what actually not to be done. So let us now think of these things. Okay, when we are becoming more and more selfish because of these six propensities. What are that? Lust, envy, anger, greed, pride, and illusion. And because of all this, mostly we are carried away by pride. If somebody doesn't praise you, somebody doesn't say good about you, you don't feel like talking to them. Okay, that is the pride. That pride should go away. Whether he tells good or bad, okay, we should have a continuing relationship like Krishna has with everybody, without any doubt, without any, what do you say in, I don't get the word, what to say. In Tamil, they say parapaksha. You don't see anything beyond that. You don't have, if you want to express your love, that's it. You go straight dashing and express your love to the other person or something. So this is the way we have to open our hearts. For that, we have to take out the lust, envy, anger, greed, and all that we have to remove. These propensities are very much in our life, which are being we focus too much. Okay, so here Balram ji represents the Guru, the spiritual master. When you allow the Guru to enter your heart through his instructions, through his example, and through his inspiration, he thoroughly shakes up all the false exceptions, being the proprietor of this selfish enjoyer. And then the things of this world, just like Balram shook all the Talavan trees over there, and then instigated the Dhenukasura to come. Now Dhenukasura is very wild. When all the Talavan trees have been shook, as soon as Balram stepped into the Talavan forest, the whole forest started shaking. There was like a huge thunderbolt which fell down as soon as Balram kept his leg on Talavan forest. And then what happened? All the trees are started shaking. All the fruits are falling down. All the trees are going down. This actually instigated Dhenukasura. Dhenukasura, what he does, he gets up straight and with all his full form, he starts entering into the forest, dashing to find out who's this, yes, coming dashing down. And he thinks, yes, now I am going to kick him out like that. And then what happens is, Dhenukasura with this hind legs hits Balram's chest. A huge thud was formed. But then Balram just stayed back. Now this Dhenukasura is getting more and more wild and angry. Now he wants to hit back still harder. So he runs for a long distance and then comes in. By the time Krishna Balram is prepared, Balram catch hold of his two hind legs and start whirling them out such a way that his life is out. He whirls like a whirlpool, and throws them high in the sky. Then go dashing, it falls down. And then everything Dhenukasura escapes. So this is how Balram, Balramji actually enters into our life. You have to allow the Guru to enter through his examples, through his inspirations, and through his instructions. When you allow it, just like the whirlpool, which is done by Krishna Balaramji, everything is cleared. Then all the Dhenukasuras, then what happens? When one Dhenukasura is killed, do you think his followers, his associates will keep quiet? No, they get overwhelmed. Oh, what is this? Who is this now coming into my life? They charge like anything. They charge. They all come, and one by one, Krishna and Balaram hold the legs, same pattern, hold the hind legs, turns them in a whirlpool and throw them high, and everything goes and falls in Talavan forest. Due to the big thunderstorm, thud, all the Talavan trees fall down on them, piling up huge, and they get buried in the trees. So this is how we can actually invite Balramji. Yesterday we have Balram Jayanti. So we should allow the Guru to enter into our hearts and throw away, and allow Guru to throw. We cannot do anything. We are all meager. We are very weak. We are very shabby. We cannot do anything because we have these 6 things in our. I repeat again: lust, envy, anger, pride, greed, and then comes illusion. With all these 6 things, we can never come out to the service of Krishna. So only by the grace of the spiritual master, we can get rid of these demonic contaminations within our heart. And when the heart becomes pure and selfless, then Krishna and all his devotees again enter and frolic. They all frolic within the Talavan of your heart and enjoy the fruit of love, our love and our service. So that is how we can all enjoy very wonderful. So our heart again become a beautiful place. We can do so many things which Krishna likes. So Radhanath Swami draws another important point lesson that Dhenukasura by nature was an ass. Okay, here the nature of an ass is to be a beast of burden. Please understand this very clearly. The nature of an ass is as a beast of burden. We have heard a story some time back. Our seniors have told us that when a donkey was asked to carry some luggage from this portion to the higher hilltop, it wouldn't go so easily. They used to whack it, they used to hit it. Okay. So his master, what he did was he put a stick from the back of his donkey's head up to the head, and little projecting up like this, and he hung some carrots in front. Now what this donkey does, it goes like this. It goes like this to reach the carrot. By doing like this, he moves forward. Like this, he doesn't mind whatever load is put on his back. He keeps on for that small carrots. He keeps on going forward, and then finally he reaches his destination. Okay, like this. Also, there's another analogy also I would like to share here. When this happens, this donkey without any care. Oh, I'm getting this small carrot. Now, like this only we are in this world. We get some package, no bundle package. This is my package for this job I do. They give small tips, incentives like this. They just throw some things. Oh, this much I want to work hard. For just 10 rupees of incentive, you work 10 hours backlog. Okay. Like this, we are all piled up. This is how we are trapped in this material world. So we should not think of this like carrots hung in front of us. We should think the other way, the broad way. That is, the broad way is like this. So if you are tied up to a master like this, you will be tied up to all his instructions like this in the material world. At the same time, one fine day, this donkey was let loose to graze in the open. It went out to the open. It could find as much as grass as it has, as it could find. To his heart content need. But then this donkey never returned back to this master again. So I'm not telling you all leave your jobs and come back for here. No, not that. You should know. You should know to draw a line. This is the one. How much I earn, how much I spend, how much I need to earn for what the amount I'm spending. This is what. So as long as we continue in this material conception of life, we will remain like asses carrying the burden of our past sins. Okay, and our previous lives and suffering in this karmic consequences of it. Like as all over the world, people are struggling very hard for existence in this world. Even if they have a lot of money, still they work harder and harder out of greed just to maintain or to increase it. So with all the enormous efforts, we are just creating a massive kingdom of Dhenukasuras where the egoistic desires for enjoying selfishly are creating bitterness and separating us from the from the friends, from the individuals, the family, and in society. And husband and wife also don't even speak to each other because they're so busy in their life. And the nation and they envy, and finally they envy from the distance themselves from God. So this is what is happening in this modern life. So actually we need to know where we can actually cut off this rope. We can cut off this rope. So working like a donkeys and asses and kicked by Maya, the illusionary energy of the Lord, again and again, the way to only solace is not attained. So we have to take shelter of a bona fide guru who can allow us to render devotional service unto Krishna under his guidance. So this was a very wonderful and touching subject which I happened to read yesterday by His Grace, His Holiness Radhanath Swami. So I thought I could share it with all of you. That's why I take this opportunity. Otherwise, I have no qualifications as to say all these things. I thank you all for giving this wonderful opportunity. I thank you, my Siksha Guru, Mathurapati Prabhuji, and Parabhakti Mataji for giving this time. Thank you again. Hare Krishna. Thank you.